Hello, crypto world. Welcome to the Chart Historian. My name is Justin, and I will be your host. So today I'm looking at the Bitcoin chart, and I'd like to talk about what is currently taking place right here. So in my last video, I made a prediction that Bitcoin was going to do a pump and dump. You can find that video right here. Now, the reason why I said that is because if you understand my greater thesis, I'll briefly touch on it right here. So in a correction, Bitcoin will come and make a peak. From that peak, it declines, after which it retraces. From that retrace, you have three waves down to a capitulation point. At that capitulation point, it does one of two things. I label them pattern A and pattern B. In a pattern A, it does a V-bottom, after which it moves on to its recovery. In a pattern B, it does a bounce, and then after that bounce, it moves on to its recovery. On the way down to the capitulation point from that first initial retrace where you have the three waves, it develops a unique theme that's unique to each decline, and it repeats. So wave one, I believe, is right here. I believe we're in the process of completing wave two. So wave one, as you can see, for instance, it has two peaks here, with the second one taller than the first. And if you zoom in more, you can see that there's two other smaller peaks here. Well, you see that in wave two. You have two peaks. The second one's the taller one, and you have these two smaller intermediate peaks. On wave one, at the taller peak, price comes crashing down, goes sideways, crashes again. On wave two, at the taller peak, price comes crashing down, goes sideways, and crashes again. After which, price on wave one moved sideways and down, and then up, and then came crashing down, and then it did a bounce to a capitulation point. On wave two, price came crashing down, went sideways, and then on this part it went sideways and down. It's hard to fully see, but it does go down, sideways and down, and then up. Now this is I consider this a split peak. If you go back and examine the original one here, it also has two little parts to it. Well, this one was just split. I consider a split peak a one peak, after which it declines and it goes into this bounce. So all that to say is, I believe, as you can see, things have been repeating. Now they don't repeat identically. Each time it repeats, it's a unique expression, but the structure, the same structure, that DNA that was here is being repeated here. I believe that we are currently working out this part right here, just down here. In fact, if you go in on a smaller time frame, right now we are on a daily candle. If we really zoom in more, let's go to a 4-hour time frame and take that same pattern that was on wave one, which is right here, and put it on wave on here. You can see that it's essentially the same thing. So you have price moved up on wave one. On this one, price moves up, it comes crashing down, it comes crashing down. You have this arch right here on wave one. Here you have the arch. You have this little zigzag thing on wave one. Here you have the zigzag thing on wave. What's happening now? It goes up and sideways, and then it shoots up, and then it shot up here. Let's move this up a little more. It shot up here, and then after which it came down. Now here it's taken a little more time to come down. It will probably pick up speed. So if you put a trend line going along here, it's probably going to come down to here, maybe bounce around here a little more, and then once it does that, once it gets through this trend line, it should pick up speed. You can see the same concept in this one right here. So if we put a trend line, say right here, once it got through here, it really picked up the pace in the crash. So that could be potentially what we see happen with this one right here. So once it gets past this line, it may pick up the pace. You know, when it comes to technical analysis and using fractals, you need to be aware of something that's really important. Chart structure, it's more important than fractals. So if you understand chart structure, you'll know where to compare things to, especially in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is repetitive. So if you, like for instance, we just compared this right here to this. It matched. And well, it should match. It should. Now, each time it plays out, it's going to be a unique expression, but that same kind of basic structure should be present in it. You'll see people just, their primary, it seems, their primary goal is to find something that matches. It's putting the cart before the horse. The most important thing is chart structure. If you understand chart structure, you'll know what fractals to compare. Well, I hope this video was helpful. If you found it helpful, it'd be much appreciated if you hit that thumbs up button. If you hit that subscribe button, you'll be updated with new videos that I put out. I put out videos on a regular basis. Also, one other thing, I am not a financial advisor, so anything that I say here should not be construed as investment or financial advice. That would be a mistake. You can also follow me on Twitter at Chart Historian. I'm so glad you caught this video. I hope you catch my next one. Have a great day, and bye for now.